college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Jones to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. At the 45 on its way. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Makes it past the marker. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Utes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
To the air on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back gets the gift.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Jones wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
The Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. He might want another play. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got him. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll send the back in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Get it out on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
It is perfect. And with those 3 points, we'll finish off the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After the break, they'll go back to work. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Still another broken tackle. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utes.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Moves around to clear up the vision. First down and more. Turns it on in midfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of...
Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. give out of the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Utah!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Might be changing the route. Jones to throw. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the Utes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Jones wants to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try the run. Past the sticks and still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Penn State.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Jones to throw. Got his man quickly. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the 1st down. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Jones wants to throw it. Back open in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Can't hang on. He muffs it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take off. Got room at the 35. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And at this point of the game, just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That keeps the score. Utah, 38.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Fair catch, called for and made. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Slithers into space. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.